Jujutsu Kaisen is on a break this week, so why not talk about some theory to fill this void in our soul? We are going to talk about the last stage of the fight between Gojo and Sukuna, how will Ten Shadows and Mahoraga play in this fight, and why Gojo needs a power up, and maybe he already has something up his sleeve. Let's jump into the video, shall we? So we got this back and forth the last couple of chapters in the fight between Gojo and Sukuna, where Gojo had the upper hand first with 200% hollow purple, and then Sukuna got the upper hand due to his superior domain, and now Gojo is once again shown to have the upper hand, damaging Sukuna and blowing half his face off inside his malevolent shrine. See a pattern here? Will Sukuna gain the advantage next since he still have Megumi Ten Shadow technique and Mahoraga still at his disposal? Not to mention Sukuna still had the fire arrow technique that we still didn't know what kind of technique it is. Well, maybe. And with how Gege said he wants to finish JJK by the end of this year, if that is the case, we could see Gojo and Sukuna fight close up sooner than we expected, as we need to see other characters' involvement in this arc as well. And it seems the conclusion is a bit obvious since Sukuna still have 10 shadows and Gojo seemingly already disposed all his available cards against Sukuna. All he did now is just utilizing a perfect strategy in every scenario and turn with his battle IQ to come out on top of Sukuna in this fight. Imagine the overwhelming barrage that is to come from Sukuna to Gojo when he fight in close quarter using his city, cliff and dismantle while also utilizing the 10 shadow Shikigami in tandem. Even the genius Gojo Satoru would be overwhelmed by it. Not to mention the Tei Mahoraga who is shown in the fight against Yorozu to be absolutely superior compared to the Mahoraga we see at Shibuya. And in an extended battle, surely he will adapt to Gojo City and facing both Mahoraga and Sukuna at the same time will spell doom over Gojo's head. Before this battle, Gojo surely knew that Sukuna will have the superior version of the Ten Shadow technique compared to Megumi. And he must have a reason to delay the fight between them when he got out of Prison Realm, and he even said in chapter 224 he went through a special training to prepare for this fight. So surely he still has something up his sleeve, maybe a new technique? Gojo had all the time in the world when he was imprisoned in the Prison Realm, and maybe when he was inside he done some pondering on how to become stronger so he would not fall to something like that again. He could theory craft the application of his city to form a new technique to become stronger, and that's how he killed his time inside the Prison Realm, finalizing a new concept to apply to his city to form a new technique in order to not become dull inside the imprisonment. Then, once he is free from the Prison Realm, and knowing the state of the world when he is not around, from a glimpse when he saw Sukuna in Megumi's body when he interrupted him and Kinjaku during their fight, he knew something is terribly wrong during the time he is gone. That's why he tried to become level-headed and asked to postpone their duel at a later date, because the last time he acted on impulse alone, he learned a harsh lesson and got imprisoned in the Prison Realm. And maybe within that time frame, besides refining his strength and city, he also tried that theory crafting that he has been pondering inside the Prison Realm and come up with a new technique. So let's recap Gojo Curse technique first, Limitless. Gojo Limitless has 3 standard and 1 non-standard form. Limitless grants its user nigh absolute control over space through curse energy manipulation at an atomic level, resulting in multiple subsequent results and techniques within the overall ability. With the manipulation of space as just the base level of the technique, we even see that in the last chapter, Kusakabe mentioned that Gojo's ability to move around in such high speed and his ability to teleport comes from the ability to manipulate space and coordinate. Now, Infinity. Infinity being the neutral form of the Limitless, as it had the power to slow things down when something's attempt to hit Satoru. The person or object in question instead hits the infinity between himself and them. Then there is Curse Technique Lapse Blue, where in a simple way to say it, he pulls object or person crushing them. And we also have Maximum Curse Energy Output Blue, which is a greater version of Blue, where Gojo creates a center gravity in a specific space capable of attracting all matter, crushing it all effortlessly akin to a black hole. Then there is Curse Technique Reversal Red, which is the inverse of Blue and had the opposite effect. In simple terms, it's an ability to repel, being an ability that is powered by positive curse energy and formed as a reverse curse technique. The ability has 2 times the destructive capability of Blue. Then the non-standard technique of Limitless Hollow Purple that combine both red and blue, generating a long-range singularity where both effects are combined, deleting and erasing all matter in its path instantaneously. Now, being a genius he is, what if Gojo creates a new technique never seen before and not even recorded in the records of the Gojo family, techniques that just show how Gojo is a prodigy among prodigy and an anomaly in this generation. And with this new technique, he could even up the playing field against 10 Shadow Sukuna with Cliff and Dismantle and possibly even beat Sukuna. That is the result of his long month training after he is free from the prison realm. And he didn't show it right away because he wants to see all the cards that Sukuna have at disposal first, because knowing Gojo, facing an opponent that has the reputation of the strongest in Heian era, he would not go in blind and would want to gauge his enemy arsenal before he unleashed everything at his disposal as well. But what is it exactly? Well, we have to find out in the upcoming chapters. But I might have a clue on what it is if we go by the theme and patterns of Gojo's technique. Gojo's technique is named after the three primary colors: red, blue, and you guessed it, green. So we have purple, which is the combination between red and blue. But we are still missing green, right? And the combination between all three colors can produce white. So what if instead of getting one new technique, we might get two as well? Let me cope here, okay? After all, white is the opposite of black. And who knows, maybe that is the thing that could counter Sukuna 10 Shadows that have a dark theme, so it's a classic light versus dark trope. But we have to wait and see if this theory is right or not in the upcoming chapter. Or Gege could just make Sukuna the victor and Gojo's lose and wrap things up. But if Gojo were to come out ahead in this battle, I think we will see Gojo's new power up, a new technique we have never seen before that will shock the other sorcerers and us as the reader, and it might be the key to defeat Sukuna. Hey, you reached the end of the video. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a comment and subscribe, as I will be posting content related to manga, anime, and comic book adaptation in this channel in forms of long video where we talk in depth and in forms of short video. What's your thought on this theory, and who are you predicting to win in this battle? Let me know in the comments down below. Your support is greatly appreciated, and with that, I'll catch you on the next video. I'm Patsan, and I'm going back to my Shutian life. Peace.